We wrap up our Winter AD podcast today as the regular season completes this week. Today we're talking all things Mariemont Warriors with AD Tom Nerl. Coach, how are we doing on this chilly Monday morning?
It's a chilly Monday, but it's a sunny Monday, so we'll take that. And I'm just glad I don't play for the Chiefs today.
Yes. Or Chiefs fan.
Or Chiefs fan. Yeah, they've had their run. Kind of time to step aside. So,
How about
yeah,
how loud those Eagles fans were? Woo!
how about that? I know they've been itching for that for a while. And it was funny the night before I watched Invincible, with the story with Mark Wahlberg in there.
Yes.
So yeah, great movie. But
Yeah.
yeah, good for Eagles fans. The suffering has stopped for a while, and maybe the Cincinnati suffering will stop with the Reds and the Bengals this year. We can
Maybe they
only
won't boo Santa Claus for a little while now that they got the Super Bowl.
or throw a battery at him.
Good
People
gracious.
only
Hey,
throws 9 volts. Philadelphia throws car batteries.
and those would hurt, wouldn't they? My
I
goodness.
would think so. Yeah,
Hey,
it's
let's jump into the pool. Let's start off with swimming today and show them some love on our last
everybody
show of
loves
the
it.
winter.
Yeah. Sectional meet this past week. Some really great swims. CHL, we kind of made a little bit of noise, just a lot of noise at the two sectional meets this week. The girls on Saturday at Mason had a great meet. We have 8 of them going on to districts. Julia Bull was the 500 champ. She's going to go to state in the 500 again. And then she also took 3 in the 200 free. Our senior Lorelei Turan was 8th in the 50 free, 7th in the 100 free. Chelsea Noon, a freshman on the scene, great swim in the 100 back to be the champ in the 100 back, and then a runner up in the 200 IM. Really coming on the scene strong there. Ava Carlier with a strong showing with the third place in the 100 breast and 6th in the 200 IM. Aaron Cumming, 7th place in the back, and then our two relays took third. Our 200 free relay and our 200 medley relay both took third place. So all those are going on to the districts next Friday night at Miami University. That will be fun. On the boys' side, Quinn Heiss is hot, and I'm sure he hasn't started to taper yet. But a 50 free champ and a 100 free runner up. He's going to go to district. He's probably going to make it back to state again. Another trip for him. Louis Barber, 5th in the 50 free, 6th in the 100 free. Tommy Anderson, 8th in the 100 free. Desmond Noon, we heard the last name earlier, so kind of dynamic duo here. 4th in the 200 free and 3rd in the 100 back. He's going on to districts. Joe Pettifer is going to go to districts in the 500 free after finishing 5th. Maddox Moon was 5th in the 100 breast, and Rain Quinn was 6th in the 100 breast. And then our two relays were both runner up, the 200 free relay and the 400 free relay. So the boys are going to Oxford for that on Friday morning. They'll start swimming about 10:45, I think. That'll be a great meet for them. So just a lot of great swims right here. After watching the CHL results, wasn't sure what we were going to do, but these kids are knocking it out. So with some good meets at Oxford next week, they'll be moving on to Canton the following week for the state meet. So hopefully we can send a crew up there. But a great finish so far, and let's try to get them a few weeks further.
Yeah, congratulations. I've never
Yeah.
been to Miami's natatorium. Is it pretty nice, Tom?
It is a nice, with any natatorium except for Branham up in Canton, there's not enough seating. They host everything. They host a MAC conference there, championships there. So a lot of seating, not a whole lot right where the pool is, but you can see the race from almost anywhere. I guess anyone who wants to go can get in,
Okay.
which is a good thing. But they do a great job up there. Great lighting, great sound, plenty of warm-up space for them. So it's always exciting. They have all the big meets. So diving will be there on Wednesday, and then Friday the D2 boys and girls, and then on Saturday the D1 boys and girls go
That's
up there.
great.
So, yeah, busy weekend in Oxford.
That's not. It's nice that we've got a facility like that that's not too terribly far away. I mean,
Yeah.
Oxford's. an hour away. It's just nice that it's not, you don't have to travel 3 hours to get to it. So good luck to them. It sounds like it's going to be a next an exciting few weeks for the Warrior swimmers.
Yeah, it's for Miami's far enough away that it's exciting without being too far away that it's a long trip. So yeah, good luck to them, and we'll post on the Twitter account and MariemontSports.com how they do next week. So
Great.
be
Good
sure
luck
to
to
follow it.
everybody.
Yeah.
Let's go to boys basketball. I know they had the draw last night. They've got three tough ones, two league, one non-league this week, and I think what did I see this the six seed? What did I see?
I think they're seventh.
Seven
So
seed versus six, right?
yeah,
Against Williamsburg. That'll be Wednesday, February 19th at Milford,
yeah,
7 p.m. So
yeah.
that's exciting. But there's some business to tackle before then. Uh, let's see, hosting Deer Park Tuesday, traveling to Harrison Thursday, and then wrapping up CHL play at the Blue Devils Friday at 7:30. So a busy week for boys basketball.
Yeah, we'll have senior night for our three seniors and our cheerleaders on Tuesday against Deer Park. Those games are at 6 and 7:30.
Okay.
Kind of a busy week. And then we sneak one in with Harrison on Thursday, going to Harrison. Big Division One test. That was originally scheduled over Thanksgiving break, but with Harrison being in the football playoffs, we pushed it back and then wrap up with Reading. And Reading's starting to show some life here. You never count Reading out. So
Mhm.
wrapping up the regular season there, that will be a challenge. But three games this week, two of them back to back. And as you said, Williamsburg, that they're a team that sits out on the edge of the district and don't necessarily get all the attention that they should. But they have a great program and great athletes. So they're the sixth seed, we're the seventh. That's going to be a challenge. We get play a little bit closer at Milford with the seven division arrangement this year. So yeah, we'll face Williamsburg on the 19th. With a win, they'll face Clark, who has a bye
Okay.
on the 25th. So hopefully two wins there, and then we're in the district championships again. So that would be great to be back there for. I think that would be our fifth time in 6 years. So hopefully the boys finish strong and can pull that off.
Sounds great. Good luck to them
Yeah,
as they wrap up regular season this week and in the tournament. Let's go to the girls' side. Woo, what a season! Uh,
yeah, yeah.
22, just wow. Wrapped up regular season CHL play Wednesday of last week against Deer Park with a nice 40-26 win, and uh, they start. Let's see on
Yeah,
tonight
they're
they
going to
start
start
the
tonight
tournament.
or
Yeah,
Monday. If
at Mason.
you're watching today, it's going to be Monday. Yeah, a great season. I think going in, I think if you would have looked at the schedule in November and say, hey, this team's going to be 20-2 and win a share of the title, we'll say, okay, yeah, we'll take that. A lot of pieces stepping up, a lot of contributors there on that roster. So as we go in, Blanchester, who we faced earlier in the year with a win in our Christmas tournament, we're going to play them tonight, Monday at Mason at 6 o'clock with a win against them. We will go back out to Mason on Thursday at 6 o'clock to play Cincinnati Country Day, who had the bye. And
Okay.
then with a win there next Tuesday, which would be the 18th, they would be at Mason at 7:30 for the sectional final. A little bit different strategy with Coach Spreen there. Decided to take the play-in game and instead of sitting off for 9 days. He took the play-in game,
Smart.
get a little action in, and I think it's always better to play a game than have another practice. So hopefully things work out for them and they can go on a little bit of a district run here. Really, really great group of girls, really special team here. So hopefully we can get them into the districts and possibly the regionals. It'd be nice to be back there.
Yeah, and playing at Mason, get familiar with that gym,
Yeah.
and do I remember that your girls' basketball team's pretty young, and they just really came together, and it's just been an awesome season.
Yeah, I think we have four seniors and Willett Dieter, Metz, and I'm missing one. Who am I missing? Oh, and Mila Zanardo. So yeah, and then just a lot of role players stepping up
Right.
and making a splash there. So our seniors getting some good minutes in and helping the team along there. And then Miller Sprain is a sharpshooter out there, with 3-pointers. But then we've had Garrison, we've had Padgett, we had Owaneke, Kiambo, just a number of them coming off the bench and making a big contribution this year. So, got a three-way tie instead of two-way tie when Wyoming stepped up and beat Indian Hill girls last Wednesday. So that was exciting for our girls to get the tie there, us and Madera. So let's go see if we can make some noise in the tournament now.
Yeah, it's exciting. Well, good luck to them tonight at Mason and go on a run. Let's go to the
Yeah.
smaller hardwood. Let's talk bowling.
Yeah, before we jump into bowling, just a gymnastics shout out here to
Sure.
Kiara Late, a junior. Kiara's having a great season. Was up for Enquirer Performer of the Week last week. We don't officially, I guess we do officially sponsor gymnastics because we have one in the tournament. But Kiara also trains with a number of schools with gymnastics and wears the Mariemont colors in her competitions, and she's having a great season. So a little shout out to
Sure.
her as I know they begin their tournaments, I think, next weekend. So hopefully she can go far and advance to the regionals in the state with that. With the bowling, the boys had a phenomenal day. I think they had our highest match in 4 or 5 years against Deer Park. Only problem was Deer Park had one that was 300 points higher. So
Wow.
that's how they wrapped up their regular season. But we've talked about both teams. Both teams are young teams this year. They open the sectional tournament. Boys will open it up on Tuesday, the 11th, which is tomorrow,
Okay.
depending when you tune in. That's at Cherry Grove. They start crashing the pins at 9 a.m. And so it'd be nice to sneak in and at least get an individual or two to get to districts the following week at Beaverview. And maybe we can get the team in there. Maybe they get hot on the lanes up there. But that Cherry Grove sectional is a very tough sectional to move out of. And then the girls will do the same thing on Thursday the 13th, out of Cherry Grove. Yeah, they'll be on the lanes and kicking it up. So hopefully get some people moving on to districts. But it's that time of year, where the standard schedule's out. So as an AD, you start putting them in. It's okay, where are we at tonight? Kind of like a rock band.
Yes.
Uh, I should say I'm more like the roadie.
Yes.
I get to follow the rock stars when they're playing their games and doing everything else, and I get to set things up and stuff like that. So as an AD, it's a fun part of the year. It's one of our favorite part of the year. And then realistically, I mean, next week spring sports are starting. Softball, lacrosse, and track will start practicing next week. Baseball starts the following week. So it's that gray area of Farch that starts after
Yes.
Martin Luther King Day, where January, February, March comes together. We just call it Farch. So
I like that.
it'll pick up and it'll be busy. But it's a great time. That's one of the best things about being the AD.
Coach, are you back putting the lineup card together for softball again this year?
I is. So yeah, I don't know if they can see your expression on the chat as well. So yeah, we had a good run with it last year, and the girls asked me to come back. And the hard part with it is the first 2 weeks, as we have tournaments and everything else, just trying to make everything work. So we have a good batch. We have a good, very good group of girls coming back. Some good freshmen, looks like, in the program. So some decisions to make as we start, but yeah, that's going to start Tuesday with practice. So it'll be
You got your hands
softball
full, my
practice
friend.
and off to softball practice, and then out to a basketball game. It's kind of hard on this old body. I should be in better shape for this.
So, have you found somebody to hit infield with the fungos, or do you still hit them?
I hit them, but I do. Ted Ackerman is my assistant coach. As we got halfway through the season, I was like, "All right, you go ahead infield," and so Ted's taking that role pretty well, and got promised she's helping us too, and with our pitcher, so she can work with that. And just kind of forgot how busy pregame is, from my days of coaching high school baseball. And
No question.
yeah, you go through the day, and we'll do a couple podcasts here where we're dragging the softball field, dragging the baseball field, and we'll do a podcast from a remote location. But
Yes, we have.
uh, probably like any other baseball coach, you know how it is. You fill out a couple lineup cards during the day, and They're kind of similar, but a little bit different. And you get the game time. So, all right, let's pull one here. Let's pull one of these out of the hat, see which one works today.
Yeah,
Um, but spring's my favorite. Spring's probably my favorite season because you start and everything's cold and nasty, and you're in sweatshirts and sweats when you start the season. By the time you wrap up, you're in short sleeves and the sun's out, and you're getting ready for summer break. So we like them all, but that's for various reasons of being the old baseball coach. Spring's my favorite. So
sounds good,
we'll
Tom.
see how it goes.
Well,
Yep.
listen, thank you. Good luck to all the Warriors this week and through the tournament here the next couple of weeks. We'll pick things back up Monday, March 31st for our first spring show. As always, thanks for your time with these shows, Tom, and have a great week and good luck to all the Warriors.
Rob, thanks for all your work, and everyone follow us on MariemontSports.com. Thanks, Rob.